You purchase a train ticket and are heading from City A to City B. As you travel, you look out the window and suddenly realize you are heading in the wrong direction. There are multiple stops on the way. What do? Believe it or not, most people do this. They think to themselves, well, I've already spent the money on the ride, so I might as well get something out of it, and decide to ride the train all the way to City C. This is an example of what is known as the sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy describes our tendency to follow through on an endeavor if we have already invested time, effort, or money into it, ignoring the possibility that the current costs might outweigh the benefits. Most entrepreneurs and business owners apply this faulty reasoning to decisions both big and small, whether on a project or in considering a direction their business is headed.
Daniel C. Molden, an assistant professor at Northwestern University, conducted a study with one of his graduate students. They devised an experiment to find out if they could change how people dealt with the sunk costs from their previous investments. Volunteers were asked to imagine that they were the president of an aviation company who had committed $10 million to building a special kind of airplane. But with $9 million already spent and the project nearly done, another company had announced that they had made a better, cheaper plane. They were asked whether they would spend the last $1 million or cancel the project. People who were focused on their hopes and aspirations were more likely to say that they would abandon the project. People who were more focused on their duties and obligations felt it was their responsibility to finish the project, thus throwing good money after bad. Molden's findings show that people who focus on their hopes are thinking positively about opportunities for growth, and are therefore more likely to appreciate what else might be accomplished with the remaining $1 million. In contrast, people who focus on duties and obligations are feeling anxious thinking about how abandoning the project would be accepting complete failure.
The sunk cost fallacy can be an easy trap to fall into in both your personal and business life. The lesson here is to keep your focus on the potential gains and to accept the costs or losses to get there, to help and grow your business, not hurt or kill it. Course correction requires humility. So, back to our train analogy. How would you respond in this situation? Food for thought. A leader would deboard at the next station and buy a ticket that takes them to City B.